Today, I want to talk about friendships, and more specifically, the drifting apart of friendships. For everyone, there's no exception to this case unless you don't talk to other humans. You will have a friend in your life at a certain point in time which you will eventually drift apart from and lose connection with. And this is just a part of life. I've had so many friends growing up that I've lost touch with, all the way from preschool and up until college. And the interesting thing about these friends is that there have been a couple where I've reunited with them after a vast majority of years, maybe just a couple months or a couple years. And after I hang out with them, I kind of realize and understand why we drifted apart in the first place. Because afterwards, I'm like, that was nice, but I don't really think I want to hang out with them again. It's kind of interesting because sometimes you see the past with rose-tinted glasses, as in you see your past friendships with those people as really good times that you used to have, and you kind of wish to revisit those good times that you had with someone. But when you reunite with them, you realize it's never going to be the same, and that you and that other person have actually grown apart to the point where a friendship is no longer truly sustainable. And then it makes sense why you drifted apart in the first place. Usually people drift apart because of several reasons, but I think the most common reason in terms of plain old friendships growing up is simply a difference in values. You and that other person eventually grow apart in some way to where meeting that person again, it just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel right to the extent to where you'd want to be best friends with them again. Now, there are cases where when you reunite with these people, you pick off exactly where you left off, and you realize that this person is in fact a lifelong friend, and you continue to maintain a friendship with them. But for the people I've met after a certain amount of time, I just don't have the urge to really see continuously again. And not only that, but I feel it reciprocated as well, as in the other person also feels the same way towards me. It's just not in our best interest to keep holding on to such tight of a friendship. Now, this doesn't mean that the other person is never going to be a friend again, and you guys are like enemies, or you guys fell off, or anything like that. They're still going to remain a friend, but they're not going to be a close friend. They're just going to be someone that you know, and you can hit up anytime you want to talk about something or hang out, but only every once in a while. It's not going to be an everyday thing. Now, an everyday thing with someone else, that's just straight up a relationship. And in a way, a relationship is kind of like a friendship, just with more responsibilities and a lot more investment into the relationship itself. And a relationship is similar to a friendship because two people can also grow apart in a relationship as well. And that's why breakups happen. So people often refer to a friendship fall off as a friendship breakup. They call it a breakup as well, but in a certain aspect. But I think the term breakup, a friendship breakup, is more geared towards like a complete fall off of a friendship, like like breaking, the friendship in a bad way, it falling apart in a bad way, it ending not good. But most friendships, I feel, just kind of are a natural drift. I remember in high school, I had a group of freshman friends that I would go downtown with every single Friday at the end of the week, and we'd go get dinner and we'd hang out in the Central Park area and we'd walk around downtown. And it was a lot of fun. But at a certain point, the amount of times that I was asked to go out started decreasing, and I didn't want to put in effort to initiate either because I was feeling the same way. I wasn't as interested, and I had a new group of friends at nearing the end of my sophomore year, and then in junior and senior year, I had even another group of friends. So friends are always changing, and they change according to how you are as a person at your point in life, because friendships truly are best and maintained when two people agree on a lot of things and have these similarities. It's always going to be your core values and your interest and stuff like that. So I don't really know what I'm going to title this video, but the main point is that drifting apart with someone is completely normal, and it's really just a part of life. Now, my mom actually earlier today was brought up the idea of who are your best friends, and that's kind of a separate topic. But I said one surefire way to tell if someone's a best friend or not is if they do something that really hurts you, then you know they're not. And so that's one way you can tell. One of the ways you can tell if they're not a true friend or not. But anyways, that would be a separate video. Today's video is more surface level. And so yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.